Check this out. What do Catholics believe about the church, the devil, and faith? A new poll sheds light. Now, I'm not going to get into everything that's discussed in this article, but I will touch on a few points here. It says in the article that a poll released Monday provides new insight into the religious practices, beliefs, and other demographic trends of U.S. Catholics. Only 18% say they accept all the church's teachings and try to live them out, while more than 7 in 10 Catholics, 72%, believe that certain actions are intrinsically evil. A majority do not think that abortion, euthanasia, and physician-assisted suicide are intrinsically evil acts. You know, if the majority of the Catholics do not think abortion, euthanasia, or doctor-assisted suicide is evil, then why is it the Pope and his prelates act as if those three areas are so important to the Catholic people? Well, it's because the Pope and his pawns know these three areas, and especially abortion, is something they can use as a means to bring about religious law. The man of sin knows that he needs to keep his so-called religious foot in the door of government politics, because even he knows the mark he soon plans to enforce is a religious law. Because every time you see the mark of the beast mentioned in Scripture, you always see the word worship right there with it. And so the Pope needs abortion and other murderous acts to stay legal, so they can keep acting shocked and appalled by it all, and thereby assuring they'll always have a political foot in the door. Their insincere demands to stop such things is all a political sham. I mean, having a voice in politics on one important venue always allows the official, a voice, to push another venue. In fact, that is how nearly every politician gains office. He or she makes campaign promises to get elected and then does the exact opposite once they're elected. The popes are political monsters. I mean, they've been doing this for centuries. And they have more countries in their hip pockets than any other nation on earth, just as prophecy predicted. In fact, the Pope is the only religious leader ever to be granted the permanent observer state status in United Nations meetings. And so again, don't think the Vatican cares about killing people who are sick. Don't think that they even care that the doctors are right now lobbying in Canada to help some commit suicide, even if they're not terminally ill. Nor do they care about killing children in abortion clinics, nor even after they're born in abortion clinics. The reality is this: the Vatican has been molesting and killing children their entire political history. And just so you know, there are many Roman Catholic hospitals that kill babies on a regular basis to this day. The Pope actually honored an abortion activist on camera back in January of 2018. And so the reality is plain here. With most Catholics being okay with abortion, euthanasia, as well as doctor-assisted suicide, it is obvious the Pope only declares abortion to be evil to keep the Vatican's political position intact. It's all political theater to make the people think that the popes and the prelates are moral and loving people, and the people sop it up as if it's all truth. In fact, that is why the powers that be started talking points in 2009 declaring the Jesuit Pope in Rome to be a huge moral authority for all the world. That is what happens when the people don't study the Bible. Easily exposed lies become truth unto them, and the eternal truth of God becomes the lie. Now do you see why Revelation 18 verses 1 to 5 was penned? Thank you for watching. God bless.